Hello, I'm Dylan, and today I'll be showing you the diary app that I've made. When you first open it, you'll see this welcome screen. If we click here, you may notice there's already some things here. This is because my app will actually save and load your progress whenever you finish. It will save basically whenever you add, edit, or delete any kind of item, and it will load simply whenever you open the app. As you can see in the code here, it's these functions here, which basically uses a simple text file where it will convert each object into just one line and put it in the text file, and then the reader will read that line and convert it back into an object. So, to begin, I'll show you how to create an item. You click this button up here and it'll give you this box. You can put in something here, so let's just write test, and put in the comments, whatever you want. As you see, anything with an asterisk is required. And there is also error checking, so if I put something invalid, it will not let me do it. If we do select date, it will open this calendar, which I had a bit of trouble making, but I added comments in the code showing how I learned. So if we do something valid and click add item, you can see it's now shown up down here. If we click it, we can view it, and then we'll come back to this. These arrows here will move it up and down the list to wherever we want it. So let's say we put it in the middle there. And the edit will allow us to change things. So let's just change the name, and you can see it updates. So also, if there's something we don't want, we can delete it. So let's just get rid of that, and now that's permanently gone. Imagine I had a bigger list. You could use the search to find a specific one. So if you, for example, type just Madoka, you see only that one shows up because it's the only one that has it in the name. The arrows actually disappear since the user wouldn't be able to see it going up or down the list if you can't see the full list, so it didn't really make sense. Okay. Also, the clear will get rid of the search. So if we open one, you can see there's a couple things here. This text here will actually show you how efficient or how much you're reading and whether you should read more or less. So in this case, I didn't read much. It says try to read more. This one I read more, and it says that. Finally, there's this little button here that sends email. That if I click that, I can choose what app and do that, and you see it puts it in just like that. So, which allows you to send it to a teacher if necessary. Those are all of the key features of my app, and I'll now explain how the code works. So, I've split the code into two files, the main activity and the control. The way I've basically done it is that the main activity is where I put all the individual composables, uh, including like the so at the top here we have the class and the in-memory repository, which is basically where all the CRUD features, the functions are, so like the add, get item, those kind of things. Below here we have all of our composables. These are what you see on the screens, and generally have everything. And at the bottom is some of the more advanced stuff, such as the file saving and the email, which uses context, which I've added comments to explain. In the control file, this is where I put all my view. Admittedly, this file is a bit messy, and in the future, I'd like to maybe refactor it to remove some of the code smells. But basically, all of the variables are put here, and I use if-else statements to decide which screen to show, and booleans for each statement. So in this case, if show quad is true, it means that you show the create screen or the edit screen, which is what these things are for, the columns, etc. Ideally, these would be separate composables, but in my case, it matters since I've added comments so I can find it. Below here is an else if show selected item. This means show a detailed item that I've just tapped it. And then finally is the main list view, which just shows everything. So that is how I made my project. It's been quite fun to make this, and there are definitely some challenges on the way, but I've figured them out through my own independent research, especially with features such as the date picker and as well as the email. With that being said, though, I look forward to continuing working on Android in the future. Thank you for listening.